You know what bothers me about this whole ICE situation? Is the fact that they only label it as the Latino culture. Like, the Latino culture ain't the only people that come in here illegal. So why is it only the Latino culture that's being prosecuted for it? Or being talked about it? You get me? Then you got the racist white people talking about go back to your country. Okay, Karen, last time I checked, your DNA is from Scotland or something like that. You feel me? Why don't you go back to your country? Exactly. There's illegals everywhere in all nationalities, so why just the Latino culture? And then you can't hit me with the whole, oh, because they're violent. Okay, cool, but so is the Russians. They have a whole mob. So is the Italians. They have a whole mob. Like, come on. Like, I'm pretty sure some Italian people are coming in here illegal. I'm pretty sure some Russians are coming in here illegal. I'm pretty sure there's some Chinese people still coming in here illegal. Why just the Latino culture? Why?
Now, during Donald Trump's last election, there was a lot of Latinos that voted for Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. And, they was coming into black spaces, antagonizing us. Not every Latino, not everybody, right? But there was a lot of Latinos coming over into our spaces, talking trash and also saying that they support Trump. They was, supporting MAGA. They was doing a whole bunch of stuff. So when Donald Trump got back in office and he formed ICE with Tom Holman, they start just going after everybody. You start seeing a lot of these Latinos that voted for Trump online crying. They just deported my husband. They grabbed my children. They grabbed my son while he was on his way to work. ICE was just putting in work, right? But one thing that we didn't understand and know that, well, before I get to that, Bad Bunny, he's been slated to perform at the Super Bowl. He had vowed to never to perform in the United States because he didn't want to put a lot of his fans at risk. Because he said the ICE would be outside and all inside the arena to deport people. So he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to be responsible for that. So Bad Bunny put that out there. So now he's under fire from a lot of people because they was calling him a hypocrite, saying, well, now you're going to perform at the Super Bowl. So it's just a lot of stuff going on, right? Now in Chicago, you have ICE is just running wild. They grabbing people left and right, deporting them out of the country. You have people whose paperwork is in process, right? And some of them even doing the right thing. They getting grabbed and thrown out of the country, right? But let's look at what Bad Bunny said first, and then we'll come right back.
I'm never performing in the US again. I'm scared that ICE might raid the venue outside my show. And honestly, I can't risk the safety of my fans like that. Mainland America just doesn't feel necessary to me anymore. I've already performed there plenty of times. Fans in the US have had lots of chances to see me live. That being said, I still care deeply about my Latino and Puerto Rican fans living in the States. Seeing me perform in Puerto Rico is always an option. That's why in my upcoming world tour, there are no stops in the continental US. This isn't about hate, it's about responsibility and respect. I want my Latino and Boricua fans to understand that you're always in my heart. You can come see me in Puerto Rico or catch me in one of the other countries I'm visiting, but I can't, in good conscience, keep putting you at risk just to perform in the mainland US. I know for a lot of people, this feels like a sacrifice, but I want my stage to be a place of unity. My music is about love, about belonging. It's not supposed to be a reason to live in fear.
And with that, you have a lot of Latinos now, they throwing up the white flag. They're calling out Trump. They're listening to what we was telling them because we was calling this out and been telling them, right? But they wasn't listening. A lot of them they practice so much anti-black racism, it's just ridiculous, right? It's just ridiculous. And they didn't listen. So, and some of them went as far to say that we was immigrants, right? It's crazy, right? Because they don't know our history. They don't really know who we are. A lot of them suffer from colorism. They anti-black. And a lot, right? And, when this stuff really hit the fan, they was calling on us to help them, right? But now you have a lot of them, talking like this.
Latinos for Trump pay a lot of attention to how the people that voted like you voted are treating this situation with Bad Bunny doing the halftime show at the Super Bowl. See how they treat us, how they speak about us, how they see us as any other undocumented immigrant or illegal, as they call it, in the United States. How they don't see you different than the people that they don't want here. They will take your vote gladly. They'll take it. But once they have that vote, you are useless to them. They want your culture, your food, your stuff on their terms, but not on their spaces. It's quite different. They don't want to share those third spaces with you. See how crafty this situation is? So be awake, because these are the people that you want to hang out with, right? You turn your backs on Latinos that didn't support Trump, right? And right after you turn your backs on us, then you go out and hang out with people who don't want you, who don't want Benito to do the concert, because they're saying that he's not American, that he doesn't speak English. So this is how these people view you. They view you as trash, but yet you want to support them and you want to hang out with them. Look how much you're looking right now. You look like a goddamn fool right now because these are the people that you're supporting, the people that don't want you here. That's it.
All those Latinos who voted for Trump and they feel like they are the best, don't forget the part when your mom or your dad came to this country and they were immigrant at some point. Or they're still fixing their status, because some of them, they still don't have a passport, because it takes years and years. They be working hard, they pay taxes, and they don't get nothing in return. No help, no nothing. Don't forget that part, because you usually forget the important part while you're here. Or the people who got married with Americans, and now they think they're the best because now they got a passport. Girl, shut up. We both know you're not happy in that marriage. You did it for papers. So don't claim nothing outside, please. Don't do it, because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Man, that last girl looks so good, man. Hey, listen, man. She can stay. she can definitely stay. She can stay in the United States. I'm simping, right? But Corey Holcomb, on his 5150, being from Chicago, he called out a lot of his Mexican homeboys and Mexican people and was saying, like, listen, man, a lot of y'all was in support of Trump, right? Y'all was 10 toes down with him. Well, y'all was doing that stuff to be disrespectful to us, to be diametrically opposed to us, because you know how a lot of us felt about Trump, right? And about immigration, right? But this is what they said.
And I will say this to my Mexican brothers and sisters. When I used to see you guys so proud to vote for your Republican Party, because there was a lot of my Mexican brothers and sisters. I remember the first time Trump got in, there was a lot of my Mexican brothers and sisters who were like, I vote for Trump. Yeah. And I used to be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think now a lot of my Mexican brothers and sisters who wanted to do that, for whatever reason they wanted to do it, got to be feeling the heat now when you can't walk to the store safely anymore. You can get snatched up, black bagged, and never be seen again. Have you ever thought about that? Somebody who's been in this country their whole life, and they can justify grabbing you
just by how you look or your last name,
taking you out of this country. They're not taking them back to Mexico. Like they would have
wherever
trucks
they
for
want.
that.
Right.
That's where they sending them, to Africa? That would be
They
funny.
sending them somewhere where they're disestablished. Like, do you understand how karma slapped you in the face for boasting on that? Because there's a lot of black people who want to be part of political parties that don't serve their best interests as well. But what I'm saying is, I never forgot when my Mexican brothers and sisters were saying that. I used to be like,
Well, not just Mexican.
Okay.
A lot of them were like Puerto Ricans, Cubans. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, man. There's this misnomer, that all right.
No, they don't.
Mexicans don't. Do Mexicans that's here, that's whitewashed, that got their own, they don't really give what's happening with ICE. They saying it because
they
it's
don't
popular,
consider it,
but
right.
most of these ICE officers are Mexican.
Serious?
Nigga, most
there's
of
a lot of there's a lot of Latinos. that are
most
taking
of the
that. I saw it.
officers.
You could tell.
But
so like back in the slave trade, they
Yeah,
used to have
niggas.
slaves help capturing capturing other
Who you gonna
slaves.
hire to find Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Julius Erving, nigga.
Boy, you
So
stupid.
this is what's going on, man. They don't. This Latino unity thing is.
Somebody said,
And see, on the panel, D is up there, and D is Mexican, and she was just saying her and the other boy, not all Latinos stick together. A lot of those Mexicans that was voting for Trump, they don't care nothing about the Mexicans in Mexico. They in America, they got established. They don't care. Like the same way you got coons and sellouts amongst the black population, you got coons and sellouts amongst the Mexican population, right? And those Mexicans, a lot of Mexicans that come over, this is just my experience. A lot of Mexicans that come over straight from Mexico, I don't really see like a lot of the racism in them. It's the ones that's American born, American established, right? They be the ones that be acting a fool, right? And I got like a lot of my homies on the West Coast, they talk about that, right? So, and I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, correct me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from the East Coast, and we didn't grow up around Mexicans like that. But you had Cubans, and my mother's that. You had Cubans that was supportive of Trump, and all on the anti-black bandwagon and all. Listen, Cubans is probably worse than Mexicans. I'll be the first to tell you that, right? Hardcore don't like black people, especially the ones in Miami. Don't like people that look like me at all, right? So you get all, listen, you get all that kind of stuff, man. You get that foolishness, man. So, they getting their wake up call, and they been getting their wake up call because ICE is out there. ICE is out here now. I've seen ICE out here chasing some Guatemalans and Mexicans at a soccer game around the corner from my house. They pulled up in trucks. I just saw people running like roaches with the lights come on. It was wild, right? Wow. It is what it is, man. And but this is what a lot of y'all supported and voted for. A lot of y'all in the country illegal. You getting benefits that's that's not supposed to be for you. But Corey Holcomb called this out. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this, man. Because Corey Holcomb, he called this out. He's exposing like what's going on in Chicago, what's going on out there in LA, because it's still going on. But let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.